This style of question is guaranteed to come up in your GCSEs, so let's master it. Okay, so we are given the area of the triangle and two sides, and we're asked to find the perimeter. At no point in the question are we told that this is a right-angled triangle, so we can't use the formula half times base times height equals the area, because it's not going to work for this triangle. So this means we're going to have to use the trig area formula, which is half AB sine C. Going back to the triangle, I'm going to label the sides A, B and C, and I label the side the same letter as the opposite angle. So in this case, the side that's 4.5 centimeters is going to be C, the side AC I'm going to label B, and the side that's 7.6 centimeters I'm going to call A. So our first step is to write the formula for the area of the triangle and make it equal to 12 centimeters, as that's the area given in the question. So in order to use the formula, we're going to need two sides and the angle that's in between. In our question, instead of this angle being called C, it's called B. So this is the angle that we're going to have to find. Because of this, we're going to have to amend our formula slightly. So instead of half AB sine C, it becomes half AC sine B. Our next step is to replace the sides in the formula with the sides in our triangle. Typing that into my calculator, I got 17.1 sine B equals 12. To find the angle B, we're going to have to divide by 17.1 on both sides and then do the inverse sine to get the B angle on its own, which gives me 44.56 da 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 da. The crucial thing is to leave that number in your calculator because we're going to use it later on. Now, because the question asks us to find the perimeter, we need to use the angle from the previous question, which means that we're going to have to use the cosine rule to find the side AC. The cosine rule is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A, but again, our triangle doesn't have the same letters that we want to use in the formula. This is when you can relabel the triangle again, or you can change the letters in the formula, which is what I'm going to do. Now we're going to substitute the letters with the numbers from the triangle to find the value of b squared. Doing that, I get b squared equals 29 point da 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 da, and square rooting that I get 5.411 da 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 da, again, not rounding yet. Our final step, what we have to do because we're asked to find the perimeter of the triangle, is add all of the sides together. So that's going to be the side that we just found, 5.411 da 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 da, plus 7.6 plus 4.5. In my calculator, that gives me 17.51 da 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 da, and this is when we can round. So the perimeter is going to be 17.5 to three significant figures. Now, I know I went through that question so quickly, so if there is anything you don't understand, I have longer videos on YouTube explaining this topic and others. This question is worth 5 marks, and now you know how to get 5 out of 5.